But first, last thing, real quickly from the panel here, I want to ask you, what is your favorite thing about zombies? What's your one favorite thing?
Zombie trains. I love zombie trains.
Hey out there, Tom here. In this video I'm gonna show you just different types, styles, tips, tricks, do's and don'ts and whatever of running circles. I think it is one of the most informative videos ever that is on YouTube, and I hope you will be able to improve your playing skills, but I'm actually pretty sure you can. Now, I couldn't take in every freaking point I would have liked to, because I'm already way too long here. You see the length of the video is freaking awesome. And also had to generalize some points a little bit and couldn't discuss each special case, but I think that is not too bad because all the important things are definitely in. So just watch and enjoy, and please watch it from the beginning to the end, because it doesn't mean that the most important things are just in the beginning and the least important in the end. It is like a little bit structured into chapters and sub-chapters and so on. You'll see that, and yeah, have fun, enjoy. First of all, I want to discuss some different types and sizes of circles, and what you see here is what I call a small circle. Now, they are of course really risky and tricky to do. They are really difficult and need a lot of experience, but they have a huge advantage, and that is that you have a lot of control of the zombies. You exactly know where they are, and you have a really compact horde of zombies, and you have a ton of overview, and you can basically predict what they are gonna do and what is gonna happen, and that is really cool and what I like of these small circles. Now, what is also really bad here is that we do not have time to shoot the zombies. We almost do not have time to go ADS, so we can just spray, so we waste a lot of ammo because we do not hit the zombies' heads and so on. And that is, of course, not what we actually want. So, and because the bursts are really short, we do not make fast progress here. That is also not what we want. But, you know, the cool thing about these is just that they are challenging and make the whole circling thing really interesting and give some variety in it. And that is why I like these small circles. This here is what I call now a big circle, and they are just awesome. They are really the right thing to start off with. They are just very easy and chill. You know, you have a lot of space, so you have a lot of flexibility in your path. You can go left, right, forth, back. You can walk a figure, a B figure, a C figure. You can do just anything you want and anything that fits to survive. You have the option to do any dodging strategy that I will talk about later here, because you just have the space for it, and that is just awesome. You also have a lot of time to shoot, and there is actually no disadvantage. That is just the place to be, and that are the most awesome areas ever. Now, you can do kind of a combination of a small and a big circle, and you just need a big area for it. And what you do is you do a small circle, first of all, to gather up the first few zombies, and that is really cool because you can then use the advantage of all the control and the compactness of the train. But when you get overrun, or when it gets a little bit tricky, or when you just want to start to shoot the zombies, you go over into the big version of the circle, which then grants you a ton of time to shoot and effective killing and so on. And that is really cool. That these are definitely my favorite areas. So if you watch this here, this is one example, or you can also watch the Shinonuma guide. There I have like 3 of those areas, and that is really cool stuff. Now, this type of circle is what I call just large, but it's basically about running around the whole map. And this works only in certain places, just as here in Verrückt, for example. Now, the problem here is that we have to walk through a lot of narrow doorways and narrow aisles and so on. And if we face a zombie there in front of us, it's kind of tricky and problematic. Also problematic with this type of circle is that you have a really hard time to pick up power-ups or drops or whatever you call them. That is kind of tricky here. But the circle has a lot of advantages, such as the huge safety in general. They are really, really safe, and they are also really effective since you have like a ton of time to shoot the zombies. That is really cool. Now, important is just that you choose the place to shoot carefully, because make sure that you, after you kill the zombies, that you have space to dodge eventual respawners. I mean, shoot just before a wide and open area of the map, so you can dodge if a zombie spawns right in your front. And so that till you reach the narrow parts of the map, all the zombies have already spawned till then. Now, this here is not about the size. This is just what I call a run around the structure. That can be a railing, that can be boxes, that can be a rock or whatever. There are a ton of circles of this style. And what is cool about these circles is that you just know the zombies will always stay to the inner side of that structure, and the outer side will always be free. And that makes it especially perfect if the end of the train turns around. You know they will face you at the inner side, so you can dodge them to the outer side. But you can also do awesome cutbacks, as I will explain this later. And they grant just a lot of knowledge where the zombies behind you are, and that is just really cool. Now, this is what I call the walk the 8. And now what you do is you just run an 8 figure, as you can also see in the little what is that called, painting or whatever, drawing. This kind of circle is always really, really handy whenever there is one major incoming point of the zombies and like 1, 2, or 3 minor incoming points. So you can basically neglect the minor spawn points and just focus on the major spawn point, and then you just walk the 8 like shown, and then you can completely avoid any type of dodging or whatever. For that incoming zombie line, you just walk the 8 and you get these zombies automatically in your train, and that is absolutely awesome. Now, basically, this is actually also just a circle, but the circle consists of 2 cutbacks. So this is why I do not want to discuss all the weird figures that you can run, because basically they are always a circle, and then you use kind of cutbacks or just kind of special dodging instruments, which I just want to talk about right now. Alright, the first thing you can do is, of course, you just dodge the zombie. That is very intuitive, nothing special, and I just put in this keynote scene here where I do this all the time. I think there is nothing to say about it. Now, what you should do when you dodge a zombie is just sprint by it, so the zombie has to like turn around really quick, and then he just loses himself in some animations instead of hitting you. So sprinting helps a lot. Also, jumping can help, since the zombie then has to kind of look up and he shakes his head or completely loses orientation. So this can help you to get less hits. This is what I call wait and dodge, and this is what you usually do when you need to go through a narrow gap, but this gap is full of zombies, like 1 zombie or 2 zombies. Then you just wait, so stay still, and you wait till the zombie has passed the gap, and then you can go through. And that is what I do really, really often, and what I think is really important. Now, here is a really cool, realistic scene that was actually not faked. So you see, this can help you out of situations that look already like you would die. Alright, this is what I call lure and dodge. So basically it's really similar to the wait and dodge, but I just call it lure and dodge, because what you do specifically here is you lead the zombie or the zombies to the right, and then you dodge to the left, or you lure to the left and then you dodge to the right. And this helps especially if the zombie is just coming in the middle of a narrow spot. You just want to get him a little bit to the left, so you create a gap to the right of him, you know. And I do this really, really often, basically almost like every dodge is like a lure and dodge. Now, this is what I call just go away 90 degrees. It's like you have a zombie line behind you, indicated by the red arrow just at the bottom of the screen. And now we have a zombie line in front of us, as well indicated by the red arrow. And we just assume there would be an additional zombie there on the right. So we kind of go through there. And here, Kino stage is so wide and open. Also, for example, in front of the lighthouse, Call of the Dead is so wide and open that you can now just go 90 degrees to the left, and then you are safe. This has also the advantage that you just merge both trains and make them to one train, and that is really cool. So here just some random faked scenes actually to make this a little bit more clear maybe. So do not underestimate this tactics here, especially in Kino. Might help you a lot. So here you see the merged train in the end. That's really cool. Now this is the most underrated thing ever and the coolest thing ever, and it's called the cutback. So you see, I cannot go through the zombies. The dodging will not work. So what you do is you turn around, you change your walking direction of your circle, and then you dodge the whole train behind you instead of these 1 or 2 zombies in front of you. And this helps you so often, and this is so important to know about and to practice a bit and, you know, to get familiar with it, because some areas, especially small or medium areas with a little flexibility, they are like predestinated to do that. That will save you your life so freaking often. It's awesome. Like, for example, also the stamina circle in Ascension is predestinated for cutbacks, and it's actually what makes these kinds of circle just work, you know. So please practice that. Please, please, please. It is so life-saving and so cool. Now this is just short. This is just, you can jump over zombies. It also works with regular big zombies, but it's really risky and difficult, so I just want to mention it short. Now this is really important and probably the safest version or safest method to deal with a zombie in front of you, and it's just you blast him away with an infinite damage gun. Like Thunder Gun, JGB Wave Gun, Stab Gun for a single zombie, Ray Gun in early rounds, or if you do not want to spend 20k on the box till you notice that actually another guy already has the Wonder Gun. Also the Mustang and Sully is really nice for that. And this is just a little bit ammo intensive, as you can see, so you just want to do that when really nothing else is working. Of course, I faked all these scenes here just for demonstration purposes. And oh, here you actually see a scene that wasn't faked and where I indeed made use of this shoot the zombie in your front. Now in this chapter I want to actually talk less about dodging, but more like how can you deal with incoming zombie lines. And what I want to say you is just plan your way, and let's have a look. Here, you see like already now that there will be a gap between the zombies that are incoming from over there. And I already plan now, I want to take this gap, also shown by the picture on the top right corner. Now, so I just adjust my speed so I can take this gap easily. Now here is the second example, and what I do here is I do not want to wait till the gap there, because this will take too long, so I just hurry up and go through that incoming spawn point or pass by that incoming zombie line before it's actually at me. And here just the opposite way, I want to now go actually behind the zombie line, because you know these zombies will come towards me and behind them there will be a free spot that I can take. So I just go a little bit slower and make my circle a bit bigger and so on, so that I can then pass by that free spot. And that is really important, and what I want you to do is just be aware of what you do, because this will force you automatically to plan your way and to watch early. What are you gonna do, or what am I gonna do? Just plan your way, and that is what I think is really, really important. Now this will then basically lead in a sidewards only walking, because you always watch what is far away from you on the other side of the room, and so you basically just walk sideways actually. Now here is a really freaking cool situation, and what we have here is I can actually hurry up and go through there before the zombies come to me, or I can just take this gap between the zombies, which would actually be like maybe the most intuitive solution. But I can also wait a bit, chill around a bit, and then go behind that last zombie. And I just will chill here, but as said, the better solution would actually have been to take the gap. I want to just show with that pick that there is like so much options and so much flexibility. You just need to plan your way, and you will basically find always a solution. Alright, let's just take in 1 or 2 more spawn periods and really just be aware of what I am doing here, and just try to think about what would you do, and would you have done the same solution, and so on. And I think it is kind of important to be aware of what you are going to do and how you deal with these incoming zombie lines and so on. Alright, so in this chapter I want to talk about shooting and killing the zombies. Now, essential is that you just let them spawn. I think you know that, but let's have a look what happens if you do not let them spawn. Now, of course, in multiplayer this needs a little bit of loose wide interpretation, because there basically zombies always spawn, but just let the majority spawn in multiplayer. Now, when you once have you're trained together, when you have waited till everybody has spawned, when you shoot, then make sure that you can kind of not watch your back, but that you at least have just a little overview if just one is coming. So before you shoot, just have a little look what is going on behind me, and then shoot only in open areas where you can escape when you see, oh fuck, I get a hit from the right. So make sure you have a little space to the left to escape, and same in all direction that you are not watching, you know. So also when you get a hit from the left, make sure you can go a little bit right. So just shoot in open spots. Now, what I think is also important is that you gain as much distance to your train as you can. And that leads to a really long time that you can shoot the zombies, and this just increases your effectivity and your speed of progress, and that is really cool if you can kill like almost a whole train just with one shooting period, and that is really cool. Now, of course, you also wanna try to hit 3 zombies with each bullet, so you always wanna shoot a whole bunch of zombies and try to hit 3 zombies at a time. Of course, this doesn't work always in the or on average, in average, whatever. You hit maybe like 2 or so, but just try to give your best, because it will then just save your ammo. What is also really cool to save ammo is, of course, when you go for headshots, because the guns do a lot more damage when you go for headshots. And if you can hit 3 zombies with 1 bullet, all hits in the head, you save ammo like hell, and that is why circling is so cool. After we have discussed the shooting, I wanna now talk about your gun choice. And during the spawn, it should be wonder guns such as Mustang, Sally, ray gun, and all that kind of stuff. I have already talked about this and said that it is a really safe way to clean your front if there is a zombie. And I really would like to say that just go with the Mustang and Sally, because it is the easiest to get and it doesn't depend on box luck. Now, they have a decent walking speed of just 100%, any kind of wonder gun, so that's really nice. It's fast enough. They do infinite damage, or basically infinite damage, which is just what we need here. And yeah, the only thing I just need to say is when you go with the Mustang and Sally, just make sure you have PhD. So Mustang and Sally without PhD is not suitable to kill the zombie in your front, because you will just shoot on the ground all the time, you know. Alright, so let's go to the next one. If we are just we're talking about handguns, let's have a look at pistols. Now, they also grant you a walking speed of 100% and have the headshot multiplier varies quite a lot. But the problem is just the ammo count is usually not really cool, and the basic damage is also not really cool. So handguns are actually only what I choose for fun. Like here, upgrade a Python is really cool. Sometimes it's really fun. It's actually also nice if you want to kill the Astro Zombie, just go for headshots. It kicks ass like hell. So yeah, I just want to say this quickly. Let's go to the next type of guns. And that will be SMGs, or also I want to combine this with the area wall gun. Now, we have infinite ammo. That is really cool, especially here in Moon, where we can hack the wall gun. We have indeed freaking infinite ammo. That is just awesome. What is also awesome for SMGs, they have a really fast walking speed of 110%, so it's actually faster than with pistols and so on. That is really, really cool. Now, they have the normal light small SMGs have not so much damage and headshot damage, but we just have to mention the AK-74U and the MP40. Those are more like assault rifles. They have a huge damage, but you also walk just at 100% with these. And here you see me just basically buying ammo there once, and that is just why they have to be mentioned. It's the infinite ammo. It's always worth having one of these, just in case you get out of ammo, you know. Now, in general, we actually do not want to walk super fast. We just want to kill super fast, and there we go with assault rifles. They have, especially Commando, Galil, and AUG, they have a freaking huge damage. And what is really cool, if you shoot into the zombie's head, they make 5 times the normal damage. That is already really high, so you just kick ass with these assault rifles. And they are my favorite, because also the agility is with 95% really nice, and you can handle such a gun quite well without stamina. If you just think about the speed of movement, that's really cool. And I don't know, they just kick ass, and they are my favorite. And my advice are actually the best guns are assault rifles, especially Commando, Galil. Of course, DICE is also they have a quite cool ammo count, and as said, the damage is amazing. And if you watch the damage ammo ratio, it's easy as good as an LMG is. So really cool stuff. Good choice. Now let's have a look at the LMGs. Now they have a huge ammo count, but only a headshot multiplier of 4. And this is less than assault rifles have. But they what's the word? What is the word? Anyway, they make this equal by more ammo. Now, I just do not like LMGs anymore, because I first of all walk too slow. They have a movement factor of 87.5%, so it's freaking slow. So it's actually, you already need like stamina for that, because the zombies start kind of to walk faster than you do, and that is super gay. And also, like, the HK doesn't shoot really fast, and I just don't like these anymore. And I would say LMG is okay if you like them, but only with stamina, please. And if we are already complaining about too slow movement, let's have a look at the death machine. And you know, you cannot sprint with it, and that killed me so freaking often. And the conclusion about the death machine is quite simple. In the lower rounds, I don't know, till 20, maybe till 30, yes, of course, take it, because it does kind of, it feels like insta-kill that it does. But in the higher rounds, like 40 plus, it just doesn't kill the zombies anymore, and you cannot walk as you would like to, and then you just die because the lack of sprinting. So do not overrate death machines, especially in the higher rounds. Alright, also a really important topic is the perk choice. And besides that, the stuff you have anyway, which is quick revive in solo, chuck anyway, and PhD if you have a Mustang and Sally or a scavenger. Let's talk about speed reload first of all. And you see me here playing without speed reload, and I just want you to ask, does it feel like I have any need for speed reload here? You know, of course, it is nice to have. It makes stuff a little bit better and easier and cooler, but is it really worth a perk slot? Because I walk anyway. The zombies do not run faster than I walk, and why shouldn't I walk for 1 second or so and use this time to reload? I mean, it's absolutely easily done, and in my opinion, there is no need for speed reload. Now let's talk about double tap. Well, double tap just makes your progress going a little bit faster because you just give more shots in the same amount of time, and I actually like it, but it's like speed reload is not a must-have, but it's just something that makes you kill faster. And when I have a free slot, I usually buy it, but I definitely want to prefer maybe stamina up more than double tap. And let's talk about this stamina. Well, as I already have said, it is a must-have for LMGs in my opinion, because LMGs kill me quite often without stamina up, because you just everything is so slow and so so freaking hanger style, and that is why I really wanna have it. And I also want to have it with assault rifles. By the way, although assault rifles have a faster basic movement, it still increases it, and that is really nice. And of course, I'm not interested in the longer sprint, I'm interested in the faster sprint, because I do not sprint for a long time in general. Now, and what is also cool for stamina up is when you circle, you are alone, and when your teammate dies, you must maybe run through the whole map till you reach him. And that is why actually stamina up is my quick revive, because I can reach him within 20 seconds and not within 30 seconds, and this might save his life, and I have him faster revived by having stamina up than by having quick revive, you know what I mean? And I will just talk about this in the end of the perks section again. So, but what I want to say about stamina up is, for me, it's besides the stuff you have anyway, it's the first priority. Now let's talk about that shot. What the fuck is that? Now it reduces the spray, and my first question is, why the fuck should I spray with a AK when I can also go ADS and do precise shots? So here, just to compare it, like one cut without and one with, and okay, there is a difference, but just again, I just go ADS and I save a perk slot and I'm good, And I really see no point in wasting this perk slot. I mean, just aim for the head, go ADS, and you don't need it, and you save the perk slot for cooler stuff. So here, just the most spraying gun ever. This is the upgraded PM63. Well, okay, basically you cannot use this gun without that shot, and with it's a little bit better, but what I would say is just don't use the dual-wielded guns. I know many people like, especially the CZ75 dual-wield, but I just say it's not precise enough. You waste a ton of ammo by just shooting above or below the zombie's head, and I just say do not use these guns. Use something that allows you to go ADS. Alright, let's have a look at that perk setup. Again, as I said, Juggernaut, of course, all the time. Speed reload and double tap, just if you have a free slot left, and maybe I would prefer double tap a little bit more than sleight of hand. And now quick revive is really interesting. As I've said, I still have like cool cuts and so on, how you can revive easily and safely without it, but it's still like it comes in handy, of course it does. But I just have pretty much at the end of the video like a reviving cut where I just show how you can revive quite easily without it, and also if you have like Gurge device or monkey bombs or something like that, you do not need it. And that is actually why I like to save that slot for something else in co-op usually. But I don't know, when people die like hell, I usually buy it then too. So I don't know. I just leave it to you. I just say I don't buy it. I've discussed stamina up, it's cool stuff. Flopper, okay, that shot. Now mule kick. When I ask myself, do I really need it? And when I'm honest to myself, the answer is actually most of the time just no. I mean, it comes in handy depending on your strategy and what you focus on and so on, what guns you get out of the box. Sometimes it's really handy, but most of the time it's just not needed. Now let's talk about this, about safety first, like I call this chapter. What this first cut is about, if you completely lose overview, if you get overrun, if you see no exit, as I could perfectly fake here, if you don't know what is going on, use this emergency exits, as I call it, and I say it basically in every circling guide. Here is an emergency exit, there is an emergency exit. Just piss off, leave the area. It can be a transportation thing like landers, teleporters, ziplines. It can also be something like just walking through a doorway towards the next room, as I have just here in the next cut. And this was actually now not a faked scene, that indeed happened, like it happened. And here you see me, I go outside here and take this emergency exit. I just reorganize, I leave my circle, I reorganize, and then I come back, and that's it. Now this is, the problem is always the spawning of the zombies. And once they have spawned, basically every train is not a big deal. So when you are here, like at Stamina Up Ascension, a quite risky and difficult area, and you just have this trap beside you, just use it. What it does is it removes one spawn point, and it just makes the spawn a little bit longer, but easier. And I say just use it, just for the first spawn, and it can save your life. I mean, you never know what happens if you do not use it, but if you have the points anyway, if you do not know what you can do with your points, just use these freaking traps. Even if you use it quite ineffective here, it just can save your life, so it's actually, makes it like a little bit more effective again. And this just leads me to the next thing, and this is called kill one by one. Because when I kill every single zombie at once, like here with the 2 Matryoshka dolls, I get now in solo like 24 zombies coming straight towards me. And this is just problematic, if there are 5 zombies coming out of a window in a row, or if there is just coming one out there, it's a huge difference, because to get in one zombie in my train is no problem, but to getting like 24 at once is extremely problematic, because if I do a minor error, as just seen, I just die, And that is why I say kill one by one. So when you use a HK here at level 22, not upgraded, you will automatically just kill one by one, because the gun doesn't have such a huge power. But also with a powerful gun, just as the ray gun here, you can just kill one by one. And then now if you watch, you see there is just one by one spawning again, and these zombies are no problems at all. Now this is about walking and so on, and the running itself, the movement. And the first thing I want to show is just walk. Do not sprint like an idiot. Don't make a train or a circle too fast, because this is actually not good. You see the zombies do not run faster as I walk, so just do not sprint like an idiot, because it is just not good. Just take it easy, chill a bit, and just walk. Alright, this is what I call compactize your train. If you have a completely spread up and disorganized horde of zombies, what you can do is you just run a little bit back and forth again, and so on. And that makes your mass of zombies just to a compact little group that is easy to control again. So the key is just you run back and forth and back and forth. So let's have a look at a little bit more realistic scene in Kino with Gravity. So here you see really well how I just go left and right as much as I can. And this just compactizes the zombies. Alright, so guys, this is really important here. This is a really important point, because I hate this crawler leaving in the end. And you can hit the box mid-round so easy by using circles. You just come by it, you hit it, then you do a next turn of your circle, and when you come by the box again, you take your gun, then you do another circle, another turn, then you come by the box again, then you can hit it again. And in the next turn you can pick up your gun, but I just do not want to have it there. And this is so easy, so just do that, please, and fuck these fucking crawlers in the end of a round. Now of course this doesn't work at all locations, just for example Power Room Ascension, that won't work. Now same for power-ups. If a power-up drops, do not just turn around and catch it instantly. Just stick to your circle and pick it up the next turn. And this is really easy to do. It's really safe. It's no problem at all. So now you see I can easily pick it up, but when I would have turned out, I was getting in freaking problems there. So yeah, just stick to your circle and do everything the next turn. Now this is about dogs. You can circle them too, that is no problem at all. Especially in later rounds when they have health like shit, this might come in handy, or in very early round. When your teammates die and you suddenly got like 6 dogs after you have a shitty gun, and just go into a circle, that's no problem at all. And of course you can also circle monkeys, that's no problem. Now this is the most important thing I want to say. Do not make crawlers. And if you have made one, just kill it instantly. Because they do the same damage as normal zombies, they block you like normal zombies, but they just move so slow that they are in the most dumb places and spots where they definitely block you. Now this is about repairing the windows, and what happens if you do that, or if you pick up a carpenter, is that all the zombies will line up behind the window and then come in a freaking whole line without any gaps. And I tried to illustrate this here. So you see now we have this freaking line, we cannot make it through, no chance. But when I have the window not repaired, there would be a ton of gaps that I could take. And that is why I say do not repair the windows. So here is another cut where this actually became a problem. So just let you have a look here, and you will just see again there is a huge mess of zombies all around where I cannot make it through. Let's talk about a few multiplayer aspects. So if you play solo, you just get all the zombies, and that makes some circles really, really hard. But when you play a 2-player game, you of course get just 50% of the zombies. And same for a 3-player game where you just get 33%, and for the 4-player 25%. So that means when you play a 4-player game and you send every guy to a separated area, it is really easy for you, because in the theory you just get like 25% of the zombies, which is like maybe like 5 or 10 zombies. So that is really easy to handle. Of course in game it looks a little bit different. There are some areas where you anyway don't get any freaking zombies. For example, Call of the Dead, just behind Speed Reload there at this rock where the water is and so on. Or I don't know, in Ascension's Stamina Blender area I get usually way more zombies than I actually should. You also have to pay attention when your other 3 teammates are camping at the same spot and you are somewhere else. The zombie ratio is, and I say this by experience, isn't 25-75% as you would maybe expect. It's more like 50%, 50%. So you will get a huge freaking amount of zombies, and the campers have a really easy time. So if this is good or not, I don't know. For the campers it's good, but for you it gets more and more difficult. So you just need to know that and keep that in mind. Now, what is also important to know is that when you never kill the zombies, your train will get bigger and bigger and bigger. Because if your teammate kills like 2 zombies, what is going to happen is that 1 zombie will spawn at your spot and 1 zombie will spawn at his spot. So his train will actually get smaller and smaller, and yours will get bigger and bigger. So it's kind of important to kill the zombies from time to time, especially in small circles, so that you do not get overrun. Now, when you have to pass by a foreign train, do that organized and think about it. I tried to illustrate it with the little graphics in the top right corner, and here in the video you actually see how it can be done in game. So important is just that you first of all watch what is my friend doing, and then you just need to join him. You walk the same direction as him, you just pass by his area just with him, and you are close to him. And when you look now, you'll see that neither me nor him gets any hit. So it can be easily done, but it can also lead to freaking death if you do it unorganized. You cannot avoid that you get some zombies from his train away, but that is just how it is. Now here, I told my mate to come in here totally unorganized and behave as a noob, and you see my train gets completely spread up. I do not know what the zombies are doing, and we just both die, you know. So never go into a train unorganized. What you also shouldn't do is throw random monkey bombs without a reason, because it just brings me out of my rhythm, and I don't know, it makes me angry like hell. When the monkey bomb ends, I have to plan in a whole freaking line, a zombie line that is coming towards me again. I have to think about crawlers that the monkey bomb maybe made, and it is just annoying like hell. So I really hate monkey bombs or Gersh devices that have no point in it. Now this is about reviving. What you can do is be your own Gersh device, and what I do here is I just run a circle down here, and that is like I threw a Gersh device down here because I gather up all the zombies down there. Once I have them, I go up to my downed mate, and I can revive him safely and easily, even without quick revive. And we'll just have another scene just right after, but what I first want to say, when your teammate dies, also prepare for a freaking incoming zombie line. You just might adjust your strategy a bit, you might pick up your thunder gun or whatever, so you can handle this incoming zombie line safely. And now you just see me again, I circle them up here a bit, I lead them a little bit away, and then I sprint up. With stamina up I would be even faster. I reach him, and I have easy time reviving. Even without quick revive, this is no problem at all. Alright, so that was it actually. Now you can feel free to watch any of my area-based circling guides. I have linked them here all in the pictures. So feel free to watch it, and I hope you enjoyed. See ya, bye.
Everybody else believe in you. Glauben die und glauben. Don't sit around and wonder why. Just live life, love and cry, cry, cry. Love and cry, cry, cry. Bada bada ba 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 re. 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 Bada bada bada. Glaubt, dass ich schaffen kann. Auch ohne so, dass jeder Tag wie die meisten über schaffen gehen. Oder so tun wie einer dort mit einer Stock im Arsch drin. Ich meine, ich sitze in der Fahrt und du mach ich mich locker.
die bauen eine Blende und ja, Homie, Raucher auf den Blocher. Denn ich weiss, der Typ, der hätte es echt nötig. Es schnarrt nichts anderes als Scheiß und Krieg wie der Scheiß an einem Nötli. Ja, richtig, es stört mich. Ich seh SVP-Propaganda und ich seh sie bis zur Verblödung. Sag mir, ist der Dreck wirklich nötig? Das ganze Volk sitzt im gleichen, nur Politiker in einem anderen Bötli. Ich schrei auf Fick den Staat und ich weiss, der Staat gehört mir. Denn für den Vaterstaat gehört sich, so wie es aussieht. Leute in Wahlkampagne zu belügen und hart von Steuern auszunehmen. Ich sag der Staat, deine Lügen und Ausreden, die nützen dir langsam nicht mehr. Du bist korrupt und ich mittlerweile schon zu viel gesehen. Wo mein sensiblen Auge nicht mehr länger kann verkraften. Zum Beispiel all die Junks, all die Penners und all die Bitches auf unseren Straßen am Schaben. Und ja, ich fang die an zu hassen. Du bringst Leute so, als ich müsse zu verkaufen und zwingst sie zum Hassen. Ja. Übrigens nein, ich gebe nicht auf, denn das Blut pumpt durch meine Venen. Und übrigens nein, ich gebe nicht auf, trotz Fällen und Schnaufen und mehr angestellten Tränen. Denn solange ich noch Kraft habe, um das Mikrofon heben, schaffe ich Tag und Nacht an meinen Rhymes, in der Hoffnung im Kleinen etwas können zu bewegen. Look into your heart and find the truth of your truth. I shine back, I shine back. Die Augen leuchten zurück, sie leuchten zurück. Up, take you down with you, hardly behind, don't care, just be happy. Sei einfach glücklich, sei einfach glücklich. Believe in yourself, so you can believe in everybody else. Everybody else, believe in you. Glaub an die und glaub an
Don't sit around and wonder why. Just live life, love and cry, cry, cry. Love and cry, cry, cry. Bada bada ba 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 de, 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 bada bada ba 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 de.